unforgettable revelation. Signs an avoidant is hiding deep feelings for you. Imagine a moment so astonishing it shakes the very foundation of your understanding about love and vulnerability. Today, I invite you to explore with me a journey into the hidden recesses of the avoidant heart, a realm where deep feelings lurk behind a veneer of detachment and guarded composure. Let us begin with a truth that might seem counterintuitive. The most emotionally distant among us can sometimes reveal their true feelings in the subtlest of ways. Picture a person who, despite an apparent aversion to discussing their inner world, begins to let down their walls ever so slightly. This act of indirect acceptance and vulnerability is the first unmistakable sign that an avoidant may be secretly harboring deep emotions for you. Take, for example, a woman named Regina. In her own remarkable story, she once recounted how her dismissive avoidant ex, known for his reluctance to dive into the deep end of emotional intimacy, gradually allowed himself to redefine their relationship on his own terms. He abandoned the conventional expectations of marriage and cohabitation, a silent yet powerful testament to the fact that his guarded heart was, in his own way, yielding to the connection they shared. This quiet revolution in his behavior, so subtle yet profound, speaks volumes. It is in this deviation from the norm, a willingness to build a future free from the traditional constraints, that one can glimpse the hidden reservoir of emotion within an avoidant soul. Now, consider the phenomenon of emotional pull after personal growth. Picture someone like Stacia, who, after enduring the sting of being ghosted, embarked on a journey of self-transformation. When you become the best version of yourself, the very essence of your improvement acts as a magnetic force. It is as though you begin to glow with a new kind of radiance, one that even the most emotionally reticent individual cannot help but notice. Stacia's ex, long known for his evasive tendencies, found himself drawn back by the undeniable energy of her personal growth. In this transformative process, the avoidance retreat turns into a cautious, almost curious re-engagement, where the silent allure of change whispers promises of something deeper than mere surface attraction. Here, the avoidant learns, perhaps unwittingly, that emotional investment is not synonymous with vulnerability. It can be an act of self-respect, a subtle recognition that the connection is worth nurturing. Then, there is the peculiar habit of monitoring your social media activity. Now, this might appear trivial to the casual observer, but in the realm of avoidant attachment, even digital footprints can reveal an emotional undercurrent. Consider Kelsey's tale, where her ex, despite his tendency to avoid in-person intimacy, kept a vigilant eye on her every update online. He remembered the small details, the simple moments, a visit to a favorite park, a fleeting smile captured in a photo. This quiet observation, conducted from the safety of his digital fortress, signals that beneath the stoic exterior, there exists an unspoken longing to remain connected, even if only in the most indirect of ways. It is a modern testament to the idea that in our era of constant connectivity, even the most guarded hearts leave traces of their hidden feelings for those who truly matter. Another sign, one that might seem paradoxical at first glance, is the act of engaging, truly letting go, and then re-engaging on your own terms. Reflect upon the experience of Tida, who, after facing repeated cycles of emotional withdrawal, chose to declare her independence. In a moment of resolute clarity, she stepped back completely, giving her ex the space to breathe. And then, as if by some quiet magic, the tables turned. The absence filled with her newfound confidence and focus on self-care, ignited something unexpected. Her ex, who had long prided himself on his emotional detachment, began to reach out with declarations that betrayed the depth of his hidden sentiments. This delicate dance of stepping away and then gradually reappearing is not a ploy of manipulation. Rather, it is an invitation for the avoidant to reconsider the relationship from a place of safety and genuine affection. It underscores a simple yet profound truth. When you allow space for both freedom and connection, the avoidant may feel secure enough to let his guard down and reveal his true heart. Finally, let us examine perhaps the most intriguing indicator: the internal battle that an avoidant wages with himself. Imagine an avoidant trapped in a relentless internal dialogue, questioning every nuance of his feelings. This inner critic, so adept at deflecting any hint of emotional closeness, wages war against the tender impulses that arise when he is near someone he cares about. He might, in a moment of quiet introspection, wonder aloud if his physical attraction is simply a convenient justification for his fear of true intimacy. Yet, it is precisely this self-sabotage that confirms the presence of deep, genuine emotion. For if there were no real connection, there would be no internal conflict at all. The very fact that he grapples with his inner voice, balancing the desire for connection against the instinct to retreat, is a potent sign that beneath the surface, there are feelings too profound to ignore. In every case, these signs, whether it be indirect acceptance of vulnerability, a magnetic pull following personal growth, vigilant monitoring of your digital life, re-engagement after a period of silence, or the fierce internal struggle with one's own emotional landscape, serve as compelling evidence that an avoidant may be hiding deep, unspoken feelings for you. They are the breadcrumbs of the heart, subtle clues that invite you to look beyond the surface and discern the true nature of a connection that might otherwise seem cold and detached. What then is the lesson here? It is that in the intricate dance of human relationships, especially with those who bear the weight of avoidance, there is a quiet and undeniable beauty in the moments when barriers fall away. These moments of vulnerability, though rare and often hidden, can offer a window into the soul, a glimpse of a heart that longs for connection just as much as it fears it. So as you reflect on these signs and consider the possibility that an avoidant in your life might be hiding deep feelings for you, remember that true connection requires patience, empathy, and above all, a willingness to see beyond the facade of emotional reticence. For in that silent space where fear meets longing, there lies the potential for a transformative and deeply fulfilling relationship. Thank you for joining me on this reflective exploration. May you find the wisdom to recognize these subtle signals and the courage to nurture the connection that lies just beneath the surface.
If you believe this video might help someone dear to you, share it with them. A small gesture on your part could mean the world to a friend in need.